What's up, YouTube? Um, I figured I'd make a video just talking about like my cutting process because I just have shorts and a couple of videos of me posing. And it's not much context. Um, this year I'm going to be doing the Knox Classic. It's a little bit less than 2 weeks now, like a week and a half. I did the show last year, and that was my first show. Um, I did okay. I had a coach for posing, and I was just trying to prep myself, and I think I maybe finally got on stage at like 10% body fat or something like that, so not a very good look, but again, it was my first show. This year, taking it a bit more seriously, did some more studying. I'm still prepping myself, but that's mainly because prices of everything are like super expensive, and I don't even think I could afford like a prep coach or anything. I do have a very good friend who is helping me with posing and a routine, so I'm very thankful for him. Shout out to Jeremy for that. Um, but still prepping myself, just trying to learn from the mistakes I did last year and push myself a bit further, which sucks. So what this video is about is it's I have videos of me posing and I look good and everything, but and I mean other bodybuilders know this that cutting sucks, prep sucks, but I think maybe just like the general population might not understand like how bad it sucks. I just woke up. I work night shift, so this is like a morning for me, but it's already in the evening, and everything hurts whenever you first wake up. I mean, all of your joints hurt. You feel like an old person. I mean, it's insane whenever you get to like a lower body fat percentage, and I still don't even think I'm like show ready yet, but it, I definitely noticed like as soon as I did below 10% body fat, everything started to really suck pretty bad. Um, last It was probably a week or a week and a half ago. I got a bod pod done at a local supplement company, health shop. They have like a bod pod there that they're authorized to or certified to use. And I was sitting about 5%. I'm hoping, and well, since then I've been trying to mess around with my calories a little bit, put myself in a bit more of a deficit. Um, and that's just due to the fact that I already have cardio incorporated and everything, and I just can't push myself much more physically. So I've lessened my calories a little bit more, hoping to get down closer to 4% if possible. Again, that's new territory for me. I mean, all this is brand new for me because last year I was nowhere near this lean. Uh, and yeah, so I'm pushing it pretty hard. I say my calories right now, again, this is just because I'm getting close to like peak week. My calories right now are sitting around 13 or 1400, which is pretty low. I think my base metabolic rate should be around 2 grand. Um, and I'm going every day. Whenever I wake up, I have like my caffeine and I try to hydrate and move around a little bit, and then I go to the gym. I lift for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then I do probably 45 minutes of cardio. I do that all in one go, and it's just specific to me, I would say. I mean, it might work for some other people, but I have a very sedentary job. I don't get a lot of non activity, energy, thermogenesis, or sorry, non exercise activity, thermogenesis neat during the day. I mean, I literally wake up, I try to get ready for the gym, I go to the gym, I lift, I do my cardio, I come back, I prep my meals for the night that I take with me to work, and then I literally just sit at a desk all night. So that's kind of my schedule. And I know a lot of people have office jobs, but just me in particular, it seems like I really do just sit at my desk. There's a lot of stuff I have to monitor and just stuff I have to work on that is pretty persistent with me staying at my desk. I try to get up and walk around as much as I can, like walk up and down stairs. But just because of that, I feel like I can get away with lowering my calories a little bit more to the extreme because I'm not doing anything. And again, maybe I'm wrong about that. I have no idea. I've never had a coach to walk me through prep or really prep properly. This is just new experimentation on myself. And this is just based off of what I've noticed, what I can kind of get away with without feeling like death all the time. even though I still feel pretty crappy. Um, so yeah, that's where I'm at. Prep is difficult. Cutting is difficult. I wouldn't recommend any normal person that wants to get lean or just in shape to ever dip below 15% body fat, really 12 at the lowest, because really, like I said, like as soon as I dip below 10%, things start to hurt and it just gets progressively worse. uh, the more you come down, like the less fat you have, your joints hurt, they're not lubricated, your muscles have a certain amount of triglycerides that sit inside them as well that help with contraction. Your workouts suffer because of that. Obviously, at a certain point, like with my macros, I have very, very little carbs, I have very, very little fat. The majority of my macros are just protein, and I have my protein close to about 1.5 to 1.6 grams per pound, and that's just for muscle sparing. Um, Trying to keep my recovery abilities up as much as possible because I mean, it's just a part of it. If you cut, if you're in prep and your calories are very, very low, really at any amount of energy expenditure, you're just not giving your body what it needs, macro wise, nutrient wise, to preserve muscle. You can just kind of like play damage control and do the best you can. So that's the majority of my meals are just honestly like 99 lean turkey ground. I get some chicken breast, cut it up. Um, just make sure I don't get any of like the fat parts and stuff, which chicken's very lean anyway. But just trim around that, and then I have broccoli and like bell peppers and celery. Just some very, very low carb vegetables, high fiber, just to keep digestion going, and that's pretty much it. I mean, aside from like the protein shake that I have right after training, but again, that's, I mean, you don't necessarily need a protein shake. I do that just because I understand that I put my body through a lot of stress all in one go, lifting and then doing a pretty sizable amount of cardio right after. So usually when I get home, I'll have my protein shake, and then I'll have the rest of my meals prepared for the night, and I space them out about 3 hours apart just to keep myself satiated, really. And then drink tons of water. Make sure you get electrolytes and like 0 calorie stuff. Zero calorie sports drinks, diet soda every now and again, uh, low body fat, with low body fat, and not having much carbs. It's hard to stay hydrated, so you kind of have to stay on top of it a lot more than you think you would. Um, and yeah, it's a process. Waking weight this morning, as soon as I woke up, I was about 191. Um, for my weight class, the cap is 198, I believe. So I'm hoping to, again, just trim a little bit more off. I know I'm not going to get much done in a week and a half, but just try to get lean up until peak week, and then see where I'm sitting like a day or two before the show. Maybe start reintroducing carbs depending on what my weight is. Um, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just suffering through the suck right now. If anybody has any comments or suggestions or anything to improve the process, if anybody wants to share their experience and or hints or tips on like how to make peak week a little bit better, or carb loading or anything, please let me know. Because like I said, this is my second time doing a show, and I've just been trying to like eyeball it and prep myself really, so it's not the best idea, I know, but I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I have. So again, if anybody has anything, just let me know, comment it down below, hit me up on social media, or send me a message or whatever. I would definitely appreciate it. And yeah, if any of you have been through the same thing, or if any of you are prepping for a show this year, share your experience. Let me know how bad it sucks. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Appreciate it, and take care.